OpeningRangeBreakouts.com. Trading OSIS on the 15th of November 2012. Okay, we're on OSIS, OSIS. The date is the 15th of November 2012. And this was absolutely fantastic trade. It's, it took a whole lot of points on this one. So, the first thing about this trade is we drew in the opening range. All the first 6 bars of the day. Opening range of 30 minutes finishes at 10 o'clock. The next bar, straight away the stock kept on selling off. The next bar is quite a long candle, if you notice. The candle starts at 66.92 and drops off to 65.58. Other thing you notice about this candle is that the close of the candle is right at the end of the candle. So there's no retracement on that candle, and that shows that it is a very strong candle in the bearish direction. As we step through, we go to the next 3 candles, 2 candles, and you can see the stock has carried on selling off. Here it retraces a bit, but holds nicely within the 10 period moving average. Retraces a bit and carries on selling off. My entry point would have been this area over here. I would have waited for the candle to confirm the break of the moving average, or the opening range, and close below the opening range, which is this area over here. As you can see, the price created a little bit of found a little bit of support over here, created a doji, and once you see 2 or 3 candles against you, you can either scale out of your trade, maybe close half of your trade, put some profit in the bank, or you could close out completely, depending on what your exit strategy is. So as you can see, it closed out and also broke the 10 period moving average. This is definitely where I would have closed, or at least closed half of the trade, because you see it did retrace. I wonder if we took a fib retracement and we took from the top to the bottom. So you can see it was very weak. It even retraced, it only retraced 23.6 of the fib retracement, and then carried on moving down. Carried on moving down. Let's see what further happened throughout the day. Okay, great. So you can see the stock moved all the way from your entry point to 65.80, all the way to 53.67. That is an absolutely huge move in a stock. That's absolutely massive. They don't come across very often, but when they do, they sort of make your month. This is one trade that would have made your month, whatever the rest of your month was. So here we go. If you kept in the trade and maybe your exit strategy was to exit on a break of the 20 period moving average, which meant you would have waited for the price to close above the 20 period moving average, you would have still been in this trade, and you would have closed out around 53.73 for a huge move and a huge profit in that trade. OSIS. Entry at $65.54, exit at $58.38 on your first exit, profits of $7.16. That's $716 trading only 100 shares, or $7,160 trading 1,000 shares, obviously less commission. The second exit was $53.67. The profit of $11.87. And trading 100 shares, your profit would have equaled $1,187. Trading 1,000 shares, the profit would equal $11,870. Not bad for 7 hours work. If you want to find out more about trading the opening range, please visit OpeningRangeBreakouts.com. Okay, we're going to run through some more fantastic trades that were had or could have been had on the 15th of November. And we've done through OSIS, so we're going to go through NOW. NOW, another fantastic trade. We're drawing the opening range, and this is sort of our entry area. all we're looking for is a break of the opening range. So it's possible that we would have taken that. Obviously there's other criteria that I enter trades by. I'm not running through that right now, but we would have possibly taken an entry over here and we could have been stopped out, sure. Okay, but it's also possible we could have taken another entry over here as the trade carried on moving in our direction. And possible exit, possibly around here just before the close of the day, with a profit of 29.40 to 31.50, so around $2. Another good trade here on Midwest Energy Partners. Okay, quite a messy share. We don't normally like trading messy shares, but it still would have worked. Okay, entry around 46.69 and held onto it all the way to a break of the 10-period moving average around 46.28. Next stock, we have the OILT, which is Oil Tanking Partners LLP, and we're drawing the opening range over here. Not very possible we would have taken that to break to the upside. The volume wasn't looking very good for a break to the upside, but here on a break to the downside the volume definitely increased and we could have taken that as a short. Held onto it all the way to the end of the day, closing the last 5 minutes of the day, and that would have been 35.64, exit 33.64 with another profit of around $2. DFS, which is Discovery Financial Services, another fantastic trade. Entry on the break of the 30-period opening range, exit on the break of the 10-period moving average, and that's 38.91, exit 38.29 with about a 50 cent profit. Okay, here's another trade on EPD, Enterprise Product Partners, and this is entry around this area here, exit on a break of the 10-period moving average around this area here. The other thing you notice here with these trades, whenever you see a lower or a higher low, that normally signals that the stock is retreating or is actually changing direction. The price is changing direction. So here we've got 49.86 and exit at 48.95, around $1 profit. Next trade, OKSS, One OK Partners, and we would have entered on a break of the opening range around that area, exited on a break of the 10-period moving average, and that's 55.22, exit at 54.46, 55.22, 44.46, just about 80 cents profit on that one. Okay, line, this is LINN Energy, and we would have entered on a break of the 30-period moving average around 37.08, exited around 36.68, around, and again another 80 cents, 70, 80 cents. Now we have DPM, and we're drawing opening range and drawing our level. Okay, and you see all these trades do pretty much the same thing. Okay, nice day, actually perfect day for opening range breakout trading, and entered at 39.96 and exited around 38.96 for a profit of about $1. GNC, here we go, we're drawing the opening range right to the bottom there. Okay, insert the resistance line. Okay, and entry around 33.64 and exited around a break. Okay, with this one I would have probably kept in, possibly exited around the break here. Okay, maybe first exit or second exit around the break of the 20-period moving average. Just depends on the indicators, what my indicators are showing me. I use very specific indicators to do these trades. My indicators tell me whether it's a good trade to go in or whether it's a good trade to go out, and yeah, that stops me from taking any false breakouts. Okay, next trade, we're looking at this stock over here, which is WPZ, and that is William Partners. Okay, let's see, trend line, we'll just draw a trend line in there. Entered around this area over here at 46.41, exited around this area over here, 45.50, possibly would have exited around here, 45.60 again, and that's 46.37, 45.50, and around 80 cents profit on that one as well. Here we have another opening range. Let's take that opening range over here and draw in our resistance line. Okay, draw in our place where we're going to enter around 14.92 and exit around the break of the 10 period moving average around 39.87. So 14.94, 39.87. That's about a $1 profit on that one as well. Again, on R and F, all these trades really working out well today on the 15th of November, or yesterday, 15th of November, and drawing our resistance line. Okay, possible we would have entered over here, but remember we're holding our stop loss about 50 cents. Normally my normal range for a $30 share is around 50 cents, so would that have stopped us out? No, more than possible, possibly, but maybe not as well. And we held into that, we would have held all the way to a break of the 10 period moving average, and entry 36.27, exit 34.92. There's about a $1.50 profit. Another fantastic trade. All these trades really working out very, very well. And drawing a resistance line. Okay. And putting our entry. Okay, entry around 81.91. Exit on the break of the 10 period moving average at the bottom here. Notice again how the price reached a certain level, retrace, which is normal for any price to retrace, bounced slightly off the 10 period moving average, but the low didn't reach the previous low, so created a higher low. Whenever you see that, straight away it's telling you that the sellers have run out of steam, the buyers are coming back more stronger than the sellers, and therefore it's a good opportunity to close your share with your trade with a profit. Okay, PAA, another good trade on the 15th of November. Okay, we're just drawing our lines here. Okay, and entry around the 43.38 level and exit around the 42.82. So what's that? 43.36, 42.82, not too bad, 50 cents. Again, you notice how the price reached a certain level. The second time it bounced, it created the double bounce, double bottom, and didn't quite reach that price again. And thereafter retraced quite strongly as well. Last trade that I saw yesterday was this trade over here for BMY. Okay, BMY here. Let's see. Okay. Fantastic. Another great trade. Entry around the 30.96 area, 30.94, 30.96. Okay, exit on the break of the 10 period moving average right there, so 30.82. So not really the best profit on that one, but it's still a profit, maybe even break even. You notice again that the price reached a certain level, 30.64, and retraced back and didn't reach the same level, and therefore retreated.